Hey y'all, it's your girl Miss Mary. Welcome to Mary Vlog. Today is Sunday, January, I don't know. I know it's like the 12th, 13th, somewhere in there. But yeah, Sunday is approximately 12:23 in the afternoon. Happy Sunday, guys. I'm on my way to my cousin's house, and we're going to Applebee's to watch the 49er game. At Applebee's, Applebee's got that special going on for all you can eat wings, $12.99. I'm about to go dig out with the wings. But yeah, so we about to go over there. So I'm headed to my cousin. But I need to come on here and tell y'all that give y'all an update on. Okay, first I'm gonna start with my car. So I'm gonna start with my car first. Like I told I told y'all what was wrong with it. It needed spark plugs and a coil cord or whatever. It used to be a distributor cap for the newer car that is called a coil cord or whatever. So I talked to a mechanic. Well, the mechanic that usually do on my car, he decided to come. He came over yesterday. Oh, sorry, y'all. Oh, sorry. You know what I'm saying? He came over to the house yesterday. Oh, man. Sorry. He came over to the house yesterday to ask me, like, I'm sorry, y'all. Ask me what's wrong. Dang, why you seem like you coming up on me fast, homeboy? Asked me what's wrong with the car. I let him see the paperwork that I got from the AutoZone. So I did give it to him. I told him. He said, "Oh, okay, that's an easy fix." So he was like, "Okay, I'll come and do your car or whatever." So he came back about 3 to do it. So he was like, "Well, I'ma just get." He told me before he came back over. He was like, "Just get the spark plugs. Is if you're gonna change one, you might as well change them all, or whatever." So I was asking. I said, "But it's saying something about this coil cord too. Do I need to go ahead and get that?" He told me no. Sometimes it just be the spark plug. You probably just don't need to get that. So I'm like, all right. I'm like, are you sure? Because I had the money to go buy the cord. But y'all them cord. That cord by itself is $55. What I was saying, y'all? Oh, so he was like, no, don't get the cord. Just go get the spark plug. Get all 4 spark plugs in the pack or whatever. So I'm like, all right, fine. So I go do that. I get all 4 spark plugs. I spend like $38 and some change on the spark plugs. So he came back over at 3. He was like, okay, he puts them in, right? So I'm like, okay, so this should make, it's just, he said, I said, so this is going to make the shaking stop on my car. He said, it should, but if it don't, that means the coil cord needs to be replaced. So I'm like, okay. So my son called himself test drive, but he was in the parking lot, so he couldn't really tell. So I'm like, all right, I got to take my son to work anyway. After he finished, so I took, and the shaking is still there, but not as bad as it was when it first happened, but it's still there. So I'm like, and the engine light is still on. So I'm like, I'm gonna take it back to AutoZone and see what it says. So that code came back up, P303, stating that it's the cord or whatever, the coil cord now. So I'm like, okay. So I told him, I said, see, now I told you it was gonna be the coil cord. So now he's like, all right, I'm gonna just have to get it and get the cord. So now I gotta get that cord from my car. But yeah, I had to come. I just made it to my cousin's house, but I'm gonna have to come on here and tell y'all what happened to my daughter yesterday. So let me give y'all a little summary of it right fast while I'm sitting in the parking lot. So it's still shaking just a little bit, So, I picked my daughter up from wrestling. You know, she went back to wrestling and stuff. They cleared her and she went back or whatever. So I picked her up yesterday for wrestling practice. While my baby was crying, y'all, like, while my daughter was crying, like, for real, she was crying. Like, my baby, I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, what's wrong with you? Right? And she was like, I don't want to do wrestling no more. I can't stand there. I'm like, what happened? Like, what happened? Like, what's going on? So she like, man, just because I couldn't lose 1 pound, they talking about I didn't try and all this and that. But wrestling, I guess they have to be a certain pound in order to wrestle, basically. So they was basically coming down on her because she didn't lose. She was 1 pound over the weight to wrestle or whatever. So I'm like, what? I was like, see, this is really starting. You know, I was upset about it. I'm like, I don't want you stressing. You too young to be stressing. And you need to find out if, you know, she did all 9th grade. She did it 9th grade, didn't have no problems. It wasn't stressing or nothing or whatever. But this year, I could see the stress on her dealing with wrestling now. It's like, she come home and be like, man, I can't eat today because I got to lose these pounds or whatever. So she come home today and she won't eat. She was like, I can't eat, or if I eat, I just got to eat a little. Like, she had to watch her weight. Okay. Understand. That's okay. That's understandable. Those are the rules or the requirements in order to wrestle. You have to be a certain weight. But it's taking a toll on my poor child. And I don't want her to be like, you know, her always have to think about her weight because she's very petite. My daughter's petite. She's a petite, and I don't want her to be like, I don't want her to get that in her head that she's not the right size for herself, or she's not comfortable in her own skin. I don't want her to get that way. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know, I told her I would take her down there. We could talk to the coach together or whatever. She was supposed to go to the wrestling thing today. She didn't go because she was upset. And I told her, don't go. And that's fine. Think about it. Pray about it. And see what next week bring. You know what I'm saying? And if they, you know, let's see how they react to you on Monday. And if they say something out of line, I would be, a matter of fact, I think I'm going to go up there anyway. She was like, Mom, I don't want you to go up there and say nothing. Only if I bring it to you, then I'm like, I want you to go up there. But I don't know if I should just let it be, and then she don't want everybody picking on her like, oh, you wouldn't told your mom and got, you know. But, you know what I'm saying? Y'all not going to stress my baby out. I'm sorry. Y'all not going to stress her out. And low-key, it's affecting her schooling because she can't even do her homework assignments and stuff because it's all about, they have wrestling. 5 o'clock in the morning, she got to be at school for wrestling. After school, they got wrestling. Holidays, they got wrestling. Like, she don't get a break. She can't enjoy her family time with us, or she can't go nowhere because she have wrestling, or she have a tournament. It's a lot. You know what I'm saying? And it's starting to irritate me because, like, I'm like, when we go do things as a family, Mom, I can't go. I got wrestling. Or I got practice. I can't go. You know, it's interfering with her spending time with family. So, I don't know. I told her I personally want to pull her, and I would prefer her to go to a different sport because it's interfering with everything, her whole little life. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, y'all. So, comment down below what you think how I should handle this situation dealing with my daughter. And this is crazy, but I really want to say no more wrestling. Deal with something else. It's stressing you out. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you too young. You only 15? Nah, bruh. Y'all not going to stress my 15-year-old daughter out. You got me twisted. But all right, y'all. Let me go in this house, get ready for this 49er game, and eat the wings. And I'll be back. Like, comment, and subscribe. And see y'all in the next vlog.